My name is Christopher Ryan, just so you know. Right.
So one of the things we're interested in, how did you get started in the Young Ones?
Now the Young Ones was 1982. The first 6 episodes, 82. Second 6 episodes, 1984. That was all we did. How did I get started in it? Someone came along. I was doing a play called Can't Pay, Won't Pay by Dario Fo at the Criterion Theatre in London. And someone came along. They were looking for someone to play the character of Mike. Originally it was going to be Peter Richardson, who was part of that whole comedy store, comic strip setup. But for some reason or reasons, artistic differences possibly, he decided not to do it. And someone's just started playing You Are My Sunshine on a trumpet in the corner. It's a nice song, You Are My Sunshine. Please don't take my sunshine away. Peter Richardson couldn't do it, wouldn't do it, whatever. So they had to find somebody, and I was among the people that they auditioned. I read for it, they asked me to do it. We made a pilot in 1981, I think it was. It was shown in 82. Whether it was made in early 82 or not, I can't remember. But that's how it was, in a very big nutshell. So there.
Can you describe your character?
Well, Mike, otherwise known as Mike the Cool Person, wasn't cool at all. He thought he was. He was mad, but not as mad as the others. Eccentric, and that's about as much as I can say. He was a university student, along with the others. They were all doing different things. So that's it, really. There's not a lot to say about Mike.
Have you got a favourite episode?
That's always difficult to answer. I can't think of a favourite one. I can't remember, really. Many people like University Challenge. Isn't it funny, whenever you have to do something like this... What's he singing now?
I don't know what he's doing.
This is an old Mexican folk song. La-dee-da, la-dee-da-da-dee-da-da. Yeah. What was the question again?
Who likes you said they like the Open University episode.
Yes, many people like that. I don't know. I really don't know what's the favourite. There were moments in each, and no, it's very hard to answer. Sorry, I can't answer this question.
So you've done loads and loads of different things. Can you give us a little list of what you've done? The main ones. Well,
what did I do? I left drama school in 1971. I went in 1968. I worked in theatre for many years, in repertory theatre all over the country. And then when I was playing in London, that's when the television... Now, 1978, I did an episode of a cop show called Target with Patrick Mower. And I did an episode of Angels, if anyone remembers Angels, which was a hospital series about nurses. And I think I was a villain in one of those. Then the Young Ones came in 1982 and 84. Then there was Bottom. After that, absolutely fabulous. One Foot in the Grave, several episodes of that. Only Fools and Horses, Discol Brothers. Green Grass, Discol Brothers. One Foot in the Grave, did I say that already? Yeah. McKendrick Twins and a plumber in a different episode. Absolutely fabulous. Marshall, one of Jennifer Saunders' character's second husband, one of the husbands, ex-husbands. Doctor Who, in 1986, Lord Kiv with Colin Baker as Doctor Who. 2007, General Stahl with David Tennant as Doctor Who. 2010, I think, was another Sontaran with Matt Smith. Big Finish. Sontaran, I think I was with Paul McGann as Doctor Who. Oh, and lots of theatre which went on and still goes on, and different.
What was it like working with Rik Ade?
Good, always good. I mean, they were very, very bright, clever, talented, energetic people, and it was great. It was great. I was always very nervous with not of them, but just the situation of television and cameras, and this is why I'm feeling it now. I never feel comfortable with cameras and stuff, but they were great. They were always good, and then they asked me to come back to do Bottom with them. I did Waiting for Godot on stage with them, and I've just done a radio play which Ade wrote called Waiting for Godot, which was about a group of actors doing the production of Waiting for Godot, and it's the day after everybody was locked down for COVID, and they're wondering if they're going to get the sack or go on and stuff like that. And we recorded that at the end of January, and I think it went out in March on Radio 4. It was called Waiting for Godot by Adrian Edmondson. I see Nigel occasionally, sometimes at conventions and things. I've done a couple of radio things with Nigel over the years, and it's always good to see them. And
it's like a reunion in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, because all this was over 40 years ago when it all started, and they all knew each other before then.
How did the Only Fools and Horses role about the Driscolls come about? How did you get that role? Well,
that was Roy Marsden, who played Danny Driscoll. We'd been in repertory theatre in Edinburgh in 1974-75. John Challis had asked Roy if he'd be interested in playing this character in Only Fools and Horses, or suggested him for the thing. And once Roy was chosen and set up, they said, we've got to find someone to play the other brother, and Roy suggested me. And I went along and read for the director, Tony Dow, and he asked me to do it. So that's how that happened. And we only did one episode of Fools and Horses, of those characters. Then we went into the Green Grass.
Where you done more?
More. Several over the series,
yeah. And then, of course, Doctor Who, where you played a Sontaran in about 3 episodes, I think, wasn't it? Or 3 stories. So with that, I mean, obviously you was a Sontaran, so there's a lot of makeup involved.
Yes.
And stuff. I mean, that must have been quite quite thing for you to do, like all the makeup involved, and then filming it. And
a very early call in the morning. 3.5 hours getting the head and the face on.
3.5 hours, wow.
Yeah, and then working through the day and the days, and then a shorter time to take it off. Yes, Lord Kiv with Colin Baker in '86, General Star with David Tennant 2007, and with Matt Smith in 2010. I think.
Were they long shoots, like to do to film?
No.
No.
Well, I think I was probably a week or so with the. Yes, but not much rehearsing. You rehearse on the set for the cameras and everything, the lights. So you've really got to, concentrate.
No, it's a request from me.
Yes.
Can you do a line, any line you like, that you remember, you think that was fun to do? Discol Brothers or?
My name's Tony Driscoll. Remember that name. I'd like you to listen. No, you are going to listen. Listen to that. You got it?
That's so lovely. That is perfect.
Thank you very much.
That was wonderful.
Pleasure.